want to know what's on your mind, yeah. Woo. I trip about it every Tuesday night at 8 p.m.
Oh, yeah. Chirp About It is. Good evening, New York City.
Hey.
Greetings to the world. Yep, you're tuned in to Chirp About It Live. I am your host, Pat Sainville. We're broadcasting on the City World Radio Network in the great city of Manhattan, folks. Great city! Tonight we have a spectacular show for you. Sit tight, folks. Let me tell you, it's spectacular. Not only that we're in the greatest city in the world, but we're also going to be chirping about it. So believe me, it's going to be a spectacular show. We have special guests in the house. I don't know who to start off with. We have let's start off with Mr. Nino Gennaro. He also goes by the name of Lorenzo Salazar.
Yo.
That's right. He plays on the drama show called Power. So, folks, sit tight. We're going to hear a lot from Mr. Salazar in just a little bit. We also have a music group in the house. The first member, he goes by the name of Dutch Alcott. Hello. How are you,
Thank
Dutch?
you for pronouncing that properly.
Did I do that? See, I slowed down a little bit.
Nice.
I just want to make sure that I
There
get
we
it correct.
go. I
All right.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Thank you for having
You
me.
have you're representing a music group called SONY.
Yes, correct.
So New York.
Yes.
I love it. So we're going to hear a lot about that as well.
yeah.
So, folks, sit
Okay.
tight for that. Also, that great intro you just heard was my younger little brother, Mr. Ian Bamberger.
Oh, thank you.
The man is nice on the guitars. We also have Jade, who keeps things together, our engineer. So thank you, Jade, for that. We also have a good buddy of mine, Mr. W.T. Ori, who's a great member of the show right now. So welcome, Ori. We love you. No question about it. Also, folks, if you'd like to call in with your New York moments, thoughts, or opinions, or if you have any questions for the panel, please call 646-690-2976. 646-690-2976. Call in to chirp about it. We'd love to hear from you. All right, with that, I'll just cover some local topics, and then we'll do what we do best, Ian, which is chirp about New York City.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, I'm going to start off with, I hate to start off on a sad note, but I have to pay respect. There's an officer who passed away last week. In fact, I mentioned this on the show last Tuesday. Detective Brian Simonson, who passed away last week from friendly fire in Queens from an attempted robbery. In fact, he expired last week, and tomorrow he will be buried somewhere on Long Island. So my condolences go out to his family.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Very sad. I always say this on the show. It's sad when these officers just put their life on the line. There's an attempted robbery. I mean, would you run in where a guy's, with a pistol? I don't know if I'd be shitting on myself. Seriously.
That's my job.
I don't have the appropriate training to handle that situation.
I mean, not even that. Just the heart, to
Well,
even
that's true.
run into danger like firemen. Just these guys, people are running out, and these guys are running in.
True.
So that's powerful.
Definitely
so,
is.
I have to shout out to the NYPD. Shout out to firemen. Seriously, let's give them a round of applause.
Yes,
Because and a round of applause to this hero, because he certainly is a hero and will remain to be. So again, my condolences go out to Brian Simonson's family, and again it's through friendly fire.
Definitely.
One of the partners. I can't believe this. 42 rounds in 11 seconds.
They're charging the guy that committed the robbery with murder, right?
I wanted to talk about that. Now,
I'm very conflicted about that.
How right? So he's being charged for the murder. Can you
Wait, legally that I mean, that's interesting. He was hit by his own fellow workers, but the person who committed the robbery is now going to be charged with murder.
That's what I thought I read, but
correct.
It's an unfortunate.
That's the laws in New York. That's exactly what they do. If you're robbing a bank, I'll give you a perfect example. There was a bank robbery 30 years ago, whatever it was. These guys, I know them well. A cop got shot and killed, and one of the robbers got killed. So they all got charged with those crimes, of course, because while you're doing a crime and something happens to anybody, you're getting charged with it.
Interesting.
That's deep.
Well, you know what? He had no business doing what he was doing.
I don't want to defend him.
So I'm not going to defend him. Yeah,
But a hell of a job to be a lawyer.
Legal wise, I thought about that. Like, why is he being charged for the actual murder? It serves him well.
I wonder what the
Definitely,
precedent is
definitely.
for that. I wonder what the precedent is. Has that happened before?
That's a good question. I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
Well,
look
we're
that
gonna
up.
find out. We're going to find out about that.
I can give you some background on that.
Yeah.
I served 12 years because of that.
Really?
It's called a subdivision of law. I had served my time for assault on a police officer.
Okay.
Subdivision 3. Subdivision 3 implies that if a paramedic, a nurse, a doctor, officer is performing their lawful duty and they sustain a physical injury, not serious, it's a felony. So when that gentleman, that cop got killed in this line of duty and he had an injury, there's no intent associated with it. Intent means I have to actually intend to strike you.
Yeah.
They just have to be performing their lawful duty, and if they're hurt because of it, you're charged with it. I went to trial on this, and I had black people on my jury, mind you, and they all agreed guilty as charged because the officer sustained an injury while apprehending me. He banged his knee and scraped his knuckles. So it's lawful, and it's been on the books for some time, and I suggest you don't challenge it and don't break the law. Crime does not pay.
There you go.
People.
Crime does not pay. I love that. There you go. Crime does not pay, so don't do it. Also, iconic designer Karl Lagerfeld passed away.
Yes,
Man,
crazy.
I'm actually shocked.
Crazy,
right? Isn't that crazy?
That's really crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I mean,
that was unexpected.
It is unexpected. I was surprised about his age, 85. I thought he was younger than that.
Me too.
Yeah,
he looks
85.
younger. I saw pictures.
Well, rest in peace, Karl. He's an
Rest in
iconic
peace.
designer. He's done a lot in the fashion world, you know. So, he in his high collar shirt, he's the ponytail,
the certain
glasses,
tie that he has.
Yeah,
it's the only reason I remembered him.
He looked cool,
Nice.
you know.
Yeah,
he looked cool to me. So I'll give it to him. Well, again, my condolences to Mr. Lagerfeld.
Definitely.
And the family. I'm not sure exactly the cause of death, but it is what it is. All right, there's some new. The city commission now on human rights. They're issuing a warning against discrimination on the basis of hair. You heard about that? Where the workplace, I guess people are not allowed to, or discriminated upon for dreadlocks, corn braids, afros, and yada yada yada, and so on and so forth. So now these people are being protected. So you, Mr. Alcott, you can wear your afro in the workplace.
Yeah, definitely. I know a couple people that either couldn't get into a certain job. They told them you can't have your hair a certain way, and it's like,
yeah.
I have dreads and I got them redone. They look nice and sparkly. Yeah. What about this doesn't look presentable to you?
Well, there are people with natural looking hair. I don't want to say the N-word, but some employers feel it doesn't look appropriate enough for the workplace. So, that's going to stop. They're putting an end to that, which is great. I'm happy about that. All right, I'll just cover one or two other topics, and then we'll just speed things up. Funny one. Go ahead.
Real quick. You sure that's new with the hair thing and all that?
It is new. Well, it just came out. Maybe they've been going at it for a while, but now
I seen Ron Kuby wearing the long ponytail. I guess lawyers can get away with anything.
Well, I guess it depends on the organization.
Ron Kuby,
true. Different companies.
Kuby. I mean, perfect example. Ron Kuby, big famous lawyer.
Yeah.
With the long ponytail, earrings.
Oh. I think it's about the organization. You probably can't go to a firm or Goldman Sachs and kind of carry.
Right, he couldn't go in there like that, right?
Right, or be employed. Maybe go in there and represent the client, but not work
for that particular. I see. It's a personal thing.
It's a look, yeah. So whatever. So we're getting past that, which is good. Funny man, I don't like to call him funny, but he's kind of like I don't want to call him a joke. Ex-congressman, the hot dog man, Anthony Weiner, is on. He's at a halfway house in the Bronx, so he's on early release. Yeah.
Which one?
And I only mentioned the Weiner because he was our former governor here, and that guy was so talented as a politician, man. He was.
Was
no
he?
Joke.
I wasn't really too on top of
tough.
that, to be honest.
He was no joke.
Yeah,
no joke, and that's our answer. But Anthony Weiner's at a halfway house in the Bronx. He's released on.
So he was. What was he in jail for?
Sexting with a minor, 15-year-old.
I didn't know that she was 15.
And the things people do. I mean, you're a politician. You're running for governor. You was the governor of New York City, and you're getting caught into an act like this.
There's certain things I don't even do because I know I'm going to be famous one day. I'm taking preemptive cautions, and I'm not even at a place yet. I don't need anything resurfacing.
Speaking of that, let's famous, and I don't know this guy from the actor from the Empire, the show The Empire,
Jussie Smollett.
All right, what's up with that? Because
supposedly he made it up.
They're having doubts.
Did he make it up?
What is it? He made it up allegedly, huh?
I don't know. The story's changing.
You know what?
Here's the story that's up for debate. At least the story that's up for debate is this. Right now, they're saying that he had an affair with one of the dudes somewhere in that triangle. He cheated on somebody. So they're saying that he they basically whipped him out for that, and it had nothing to do with any racist or homophobic stuff at all. In order for him to spin it in a positive light, well, quote unquote, work better for him, he alleged that it's so cringy to hear him speak. Like on this, once I seen him speak about it, I believed everybody else because he's on stage and he's like, "I'm the gay Tupac," and I'm like, bro, what? Maybe I don't believe you so much now because you're taking this and running with it a little too much, so it feels like a PR stunt. Right. So once I heard the alleged backstory, I just kind of felt like, I
had my doubts from the beginning for some reason. You know, when he refused to hand over his cell phone, you know, because supposedly he was on the phone during the incident with his manager, and he refused to for over a week, to hand over his cell phone. So right away, I was a little skeptical about his story. But you know what? Let's not accuse the man because, you know, everything's just alleged. So we'll leave it at that. You know, with that, I think it's about that time to do what we do best. What do you say, Ian? Yeah?
We're going to chirp.
All right, enough of these local topics. All right, folks, these comments you're about to hear are real comments from real New Yorkers. So let's liven up the show. Jay, give us some of that tune. All right. Folks, all right, here we go. These comments you're about to hear are real comments from real New Yorkers, your mothers, your brothers, your sex partners, your train conductors, your whomever. Let's do it, Ian Bamberger.
All right, we have Marnie from the Bronx. And Marnie has said this. I keep getting stress-related illnesses. You could be really tough to love. New York City, but I love you anyway.
That's right.
New York can be tough to love, but it's
you love it anyway, huh? Oh, I love it. No question about it. Anybody on that, Chirp?
Yes, sir. Well, we got a Emmanuel from Brooklyn, Flatbush.
That's right, Lorenzo Salazar.
Yes, sir. He says there's a special place in hell for people who fart on the subway and hop off the next stop.
I agree. I never want to go to that place with them.
The people that argue, like, on the subway and then get off?
Who's the chirper, by the way?
The chirper was Emmanuel from Brooklyn.
All right, Emmanuel. Thanks for that chirp. Also, folks, if you'd like to chirp about it live, call 646-690-2976. With that, what do you have, Mr. Alcott?
I got Justin from Hell's Kitchen. His chirp is, no, stopping to pet a dog is not justification for you to block the sidewalk in Times Square. Stop the petting and keep it moving.
That's right. Stop the petting and keep it moving. What do you say about that?
I would say, honestly, in comparison to that, it's not that big of a problem. That was a really excellent one. But this is a much minor, smaller annoyance in New York City.
It is an annoyance. It is. I mean, I'm not a dog hater, but you're in a rush, you know?
I love dogs.
Yeah, everybody's in a rush in New York City.
Definitely love dogs.
Yeah. I'm a dog walker.
What
I
do you
work for
say,
Rag. Let the dogs roam, baby.
Let the dogs roam.
Let them roam.
I thought he was going to bark. He's going to let out a...
Oh, I love it. All right, Ian Bamberger, what do you have to chirp about tonight?
All right. This is how it's going to break down. Ooh, this is a big one. Dan from Brooklyn. How's it going, Dan? Dan says this. And I have a critique of some of his terms at the end, but we'll get there. Panhandling on the trains is part of the New York City culture.
Yes.
Those who were smart enough to evolve with the times and use entertainment such as music, poetry, and art as their anchor are generating a lot more funds than the typical solo story # you must evolve.
Ooh.
Your hustle. It's called busking, you know?
It's called busking.
Panhandling, it seems like a negative connotation. You're busking, you know? You're performing.
Did he just wrap in homeless people with people who are performing for money? That's
sounds
not
like
fair.
He did that.
That's
sounds
not
like
fair.
That. Dan, come on the show. We want to talk to you.
Well,
we want to meet you.
Well, you have an invitation.
Yeah.
So what do you say, Ian?
I mean, busking is legit. Any musician or artist or poet wants to go out there and show their stuff. It's beautiful, and I think that's one of the amazing things about New York City.
That's right.
You can see artists at any stop.
There you go. You're right about that. Let's do it. All right, WT, what do you have to chirp about this evening?
Oh, I've got a good one.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Ladies pushing her way onto the train saying, I'm sorry, as she continues to push against people trying to get off. Just like every jerk I've dated. Apologizing, but yet continues the same behavior. Shout out to Sabrina, Midtown East in the house.
Well, I've never dated
That was a good
one. But I guess there's some sense to that.
Let me tell you something. I take the one train to and from work, and the women are gangsters.
Oh, man.
I mean, I have no problem with the guys.
In what way?
They push you down, push you over, elbow you. You are getting out of the way.
Getting out of the way.
And look you down like, and what?
They're going to bring it to you, huh?
I want no problem. I want no beef.
All right, Lorenzo. What do you have to chirp about?
You got to say one thing. So with the train, does everyone here wait till everyone wants to get off the train?
Personally, as
a
personal choice, I do.
Yeah.
Not everybody else does that, so I've learned to not be as mad about it. But personally, I let everybody get off first.
Yeah. Well, that's technically the rule.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take my time getting off to see if there's an asshole trying to squeeze in because I'm a little wide. I'm like, oh, you gonna push into me?
You one of those guys?
I make sure. Well, I'm on parole, so I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I insult you, push me, you touch me.
Right.
I get on the train with both hands in the
All
pocket.
right, Lorenzo, let's
That's kind of creepy.
No chances.
Let's do one more round of chirps, and then we'll take a break.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay, this is from Darius from West Palm Beach, Florida. What's up, Darius?
All right.
Okay, so he says, I've been in town in New York City less than a day.
Okay.
And I was nearly crushed by a halal cart twice.
Oh, no.
Sounds like a rookie move.
And he says,
Yeah, where are you standing, man?
yeah, right. Halal, I don't even see those.
No, they're all over the
He
place.
means like a hot
anyway,
dog cart.
right.
I guess he's probably talking about the guys with the, what do you call that pump, hydraulics, and that is up and down the sidewalks or the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But I can understand. I kind of get it. All right.
Okay, well, that's why he says New York makes me nervous.
Yeah, it makes a lot of people nervous.
It takes a while.
Anxiety's
It takes
a
a
thing.
while.
That's right. Big city of dreams.
I love it. That's right. All right. Do we have one more chirp?
Yes, we do.
All right, let's do it.
Which one? Eeny, meeny, mighty, mo. I'll go with this one. All right. This is from Walter in East Village, New York. Okay, so he says, in New York, some bullet points. Don't expect a lot of room. This is true. Don't ask what's that pissy smell. If it's pissy, then it's piss. So you don't have to ask. And then don't forget to mind your goddamn business. The don'ts of visiting NYC. I agree with all of that.
Amen. Yeah.
If you don't mind your business, you're just going to be effed up. That's not like that's a caution for you, for anybody visiting. Just please mind your business. Like,
Walter, great chirp. I love it. All right. Do we have one more chirp before we take a break?
Yeah, we've got one from Jeffy.
All right. Let's do it.
This is Jeffy from the Bronx, and
BX in the building.
yeah, what's up, Jeffy? He's saying the New York City MTA is less reliable than a deadbeat dad.
That's like some dark humor.
Yeah,
Is he an
dark.
actual stand-up comedian? Because that's like
Jeffy,
that's
that's-
dark.
I
More
can't
of
agree
it,
with
man.
that.
That's a low blow.
That's yeah. Right.
You can't.
Excellent job.
You can't agree with
MTA
that.
No, I disagree.
Oh, you disagree with
I
that?
diametrically oppose that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They do an excellent job. The men and women that work our subway bus system are
Keep
doing
going.
a superb job.
Oh no, I think the workers are fine.
It's the
The
system.
mechanism is a little effed. I don't know how. I'm not qualified to say. So if anybody's listening that works in MTA, this is an unqualified opinion.
Well, call it a chirp about it.
Yeah, call in a chirp about it. Let me know if you work in the MTA. Call up right now.
Well, it could be, you
defend your people.
Yeah, the infrastructure's getting older. You know, look at the back of each subway car. You get there's like a pin that says when it was built. A lot of these are like 91.
Really? I never
92.
noticed that.
That's true.
So how old's that getting? That's we're approaching 30 years with
Something to think
Oh,
about.
if you think that's something, do you know how old the average jet you fly in?
It's probably
No, I don't.
Super old.
I want to know though.
30.
30. So okay,
30.
30 is the average, or maybe the median number. I don't fly because of that fact.
Yeah, I hate flying.
That's great. All right, with that, I think we just flew through our chirps. So that's about it. So, folks, that was our round of chirps. Hope you enjoyed. Please tune in next week to hear more of our comments. If you'd like to hear your chirp live on the show, please go on to my website, chirpaboutit.com. Share your New York moments, thoughts, your opinions. We'd love to hear from you. With that, we're going to take a very amazing break by Mr. Ian Bamber and come back and speak with our very interesting two guests. Yeah.
Be there.
Oh, yeah. So before I kick it off, I want to give a big hello to the guests on the show. We got Lorenzo Salazar.
Yeah, baby.
Yes,
Damn right. We got Dutch Alcott.
Oh!
Beautiful. We got WT Ori. Yeah. Hanging it in. Pat, thank you as always.
My pleasure.
Yeah, this tune is called Love Roulette. It's a single I released a few years ago.
Nice.
I like playing it. I think it's groovy. I'm going to be playing it at a show I have at the Bitter End, March 6th.
Okay.
Cussing, fussing, boozing, fighting, drinking all the moonshine lightning. Pull down the shades, wait and see. Step out into the night and breathe. Dancing, romancing, taking chances, joking about the words I've spoken. Life's like one big lottery. Three of a kind, that's for me. Red or black, what's your label? Place your cards upon the table. Love roulette, such a gamble. Love roulette, got me in shambles, yeah. Driving, striving, lying, crying, underneath the sky, ashes are falling all around me. I'm much too fast for you to see. Framing, shaming, who you blaming? Called your bluff before you came in. The chips are down, can't you see? This happens to me constantly. Red or black, what's your label? Place your cards upon the table. Love roulette, such a gamble. Love roulette, it's got me in shambles. Let's get it. Red or black, what's your label? Place your cards upon the table. Love roulette, such a gamble. Love roulette, got me in shambles, yeah. All right.
Yeah, baby. Nice.
All right. Yeah. Playing a little guitar right there.
That's great. Ian Lovely. Yeah, Ian Bamberger,
check it out,
folks.
Ian Bamberger music.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Ed Lemo. Who is Ed Lemo and why should I listen? Ed Lemo is an attorney that is unique in that he gives consumers good, solid information about the law that will help protect them against irresponsible drivers, landowners, and doctors and hospitals who are negligent and cause you harm. Ed Lemo has been representing individuals against insurance companies since 1984. Ed Lemo limits his practice to accident, injury, and medical malpractice claims. You can find out more about me at my website at www.lemolaw.com. That's www.lemolaw.com, or you can reach me at 646-522-9082. So if you're injured in an accident or a victim of malpractice and you need a trial attorney who has experience in the courtroom and gets results, call Ed Lemo at 646-522-9082, or you can reach me at edwardlemo@yahoo.com. Or you can go to my website for further information, www.lemolaw.com. You'll be glad you did. Thank you.
All right, folks. A great personal injury attorney, Mr. Ed Lemo. Please check him out at lemmo.com. edlemo.com. lemolaw.com. Please check him out. Also, the show is brought to you by Chirpin' Chicken. So for tonight's meal, please go on to chirpinchickens.com and just mention the show for a huge discount on any meal. All right, Chirpin' Chickens. We love them. They're great, great, great chicken wings, I got to tell you. We also have Accordia Shipping, who brings the show to life. So please reach out to Accordia Shipping for all of your shipping needs, anywhere from a pencil to a car to containers. Accordia Shipping for all your shipping needs. Yeah. All right, Mr. Ori, I think you'd like to have a plug-in, right? All right, let's do it. Let's do that mention quick.
This is W.T. Ori's alter ego speaking, William Ori. I'm starting a new social informative magazine, Attacking Injustices. I'm looking for interns, writers, art designers, editors, photojournalists, graphic artists, desktop publishers, layout designers, anyone who can assist us in any capacity whatsoever. No experience needed, and certain positions we do need experience. So call me, W.T. Ori, 646-836-0017, 646-836-0017, or email me at williamori30gmail.com. That's williamori30gmail.com. Thank you.
All right. Yep, you heard it. Okay, now let's reintroduce our panel, introduce our guests, our lovely guests. So Nino Gennaro, a.k.a. Lorenzo Salazar from Power in the house. Welcome to Chirp About It.
Sir,
I hope you're having a good time.
Thank you for having me. I'm having a ball.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, you're a talent, I have to say. So let's quickly speak about you and you being on the show. In fact, Power. I'm sure that's well. Number one, that's a very popular show. I mentioned it somewhere, and everyone said, "Oh, yeah, great show," and they actually knew about your character. So why don't we start out with who Lorenzo Salazar is on the show?
Okay,
Power.
Lorenzo was manifested actually because I'm a stuntman, stunt performer, and so what happens is my stunt trainer. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear myself.
Yeah, you're coming in really clear, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what happens is that my stunt trainer at the time, he happens to be a stunt coordinator on the show Power. So when they need stunt people, stunt women or stunt men, they go to stunt coordinators in the industry, and they ask them for particular looks that they're looking for. So my this guy, Chaz Menendez, he actually gave them about 35 photos, and they rejected them all. So he was walking away, and he said, "Wait a minute, I got just the guy for you." So he calls me, and he asked me to send him a selfie. Mm-hmm. And I happened to be at the gym where I worked at, CKO Kickboxing in Yonkers. And so I called my sister right away because she's in the business. She came over right away, took a few selfies. We sent it to him. And he said, and 5 minutes later, he called me back and he said, "You'll be on Power Friday, so be ready." Just like that.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. Is that how they do it now? Selfies. No more headshots. Remember that back in the day?
Amazing, right? No, now I need headshots. Cause tomorrow I'm going to meet a casting director, agents, stuff like that. 'Cause I don't have an agent yet. So tomorrow I take my headshot with my resume to SAG, the SAG office on 1900 Broadway. And I'll be meeting some people there. But that's how that happened, because I'm a stunt I train for stunts. I'm a professional stunt person. Wow. Stunt performer. And so therefore I happen to have a certain look. I don't know who was looking for it, but one of the producers were. So anyway, so what happened on that first show was 407. I was on episode 407, which you've seen. And in that show, again, I was hired as a stunt man. I had no name. Mm-hmm. During the show, as you've seen, they used a lot of face shots on me, which I'm not expecting because I'm a stunt person. Right. So I'm used to them seeing my hands or the back of my head or me running away from something. But for whatever reason, they said, "No, make sure you look into the camera." So I was a little surprised at that because they had not put any makeup on me or anything.
Right.
Anyway, from that, they decided that they were going to it was going to be a recurring role.
Nice.
And so when they called me on the phone 2 months later, something like that, and they told me that I had to join SAG if I wanted to be back on Power.
Back on Power, yeah.
So, of course, I came up with the $3,100 paid to be in the union.
Ooh, it cost that much?
Yeah, that's how much SAG is now, SAG-AFTRA.
Okay.
So I came up with it, paid it, and 2 weeks after I paid it, I was right back on set of Power.
Nice.
And this time I had the name Lorenzo Salazar.
Who came up with the name?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But I know they came up with the name Lorenzo Salazar, and I said to myself, well, that's not the kind of guy that, just dies in one day. So that's what I was hoping. Anyway, so I was doing the role for 502, which is another one you've seen, which is the sequel to 407. While I was doing that, I was lucky because Tommy, Tommy is on the show. Everybody knows who that is. Yeah. He was like really, really hospitable. Amazing. Made me feel really right at home. He said, I knew who you were as soon as I saw you walking down the street. Made me feel really
He made you feel good. Awesome, yeah, at home.
So, in one of the scenes, he had to come and speak to me about it because the guy was getting shot in the head, and I was just dropping him, and with no emotion at all, right?
So casually,
right? So Tommy, I was waiting to get my makeup, which is 718. That's the only thing they put on me is 718 on my neck.
On your neck,
That's the only makeup they use. So as I'm waiting for the trailer to open for me to get in, Tommy's walking down the street all alone, coming towards me, and I'm like, so he came and he stood right in front of me, say, hey, man, you're great. I love what you do and stuff like that. But this is what I want you to do if you don't mind. You have to act a little scared when I shoot the guy. He says, you have to jump, do something. I said, well, I thought I knew he was getting shot, so I'm just dropping him.
Right.
So I said, I'll work on it, Tommy. I'll work on it. So anyway, as we go back out and I do the scene, of course, I go like this instead. The next time when he shoots him, I go like that, like, oh, So that worked out. And then Tommy, again, he was calling me Gino. I never forget that. I forgot to tell you, he's calling me Gino through the whole day.
Yeah.
And finally, somebody called me Nino. The other one called me Gennaro. So he said, hey, come here. What's going on, guy? What's your name? I'm calling you Gino all day, and this guy's calling you Gennaro. This guy's calling you Nino. What's going on? I say, hey, listen, brother, it's okay with me. You can call me what you want.
Right.
I was really, humble about it. He was like, no, I got to call you. And he starts shaking me. No, I got to call you by your right name. I said, all right, man. Nino, Gennaro.
And
whatever.
That's it.
But I was fine with Gino. I said, you took Nino and Gennaro and you combined them and made Gino. So it was fine with me. It didn't bother me at all.
I love that.
Yeah, so, and then Dre spoke to me. I was lucky because instead of only the directors and stunt coordinators talking to me, the actors were telling me how to play my role.
Good.
Nice.
And I felt good about that. It told me something. In fact, that was 407. I guess they were testing to see if they were going to bring me back on. Could they work with me?
What happened with Dre? That was an interesting story.
Oh, yeah. I told them about the Dre story. This is really funny. So, Dre, we have a scene where you might remember it in 407.
Right.
Okay. So, what happened is they telling me to stare him down. We got a stare thing going. Now, I'm an ex-professional boxer. I'm an ex-professional fighter. And I have a good way of staring people down. Mm-hmm. That was one of the things I did as a 15-year-old was, I try to scare people before I fought them, right? Beat them before the fight.
And the fight, yeah, like Mike Tyson.
I'm real good at it.
Right?
Don't try it on me now.
No,
right? I was thinking the same thing. Like, oh,
shit. You notice I have very little eye contact.
The show needs a host.
People get, so I try not to stare people in the eyes too much. So anyway, what happened is, but this is my job. I'm getting paid, and I have to stare them in the eyes, right? So I'm going like this. I'm staring at him, and he keeps looking that way, looking this way, and looking this way. I'm like, what's wrong with this cat? Scared? That's the way I really felt.
Right.
I felt like, oh, this dude's, what's wrong with him? He gotta stare me in the eyes. And he couldn't. He kept shooting this way, that way. So anyway, when we were going, he told me, "Yo, come with me, man. I got to talk to you." So I was walking him to his trailer, and as we're talking, he says, "Look, you don't have to look at me like you want to kill me, man."
I thought that was my job.
I guess so. I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "No, man. Look, we both knew that this guy was going to get killed. We're in on this together."
Together.
Oh, okay.
So I said, So, okay, I got you. So when we went back, if you notice that look I gave him that's that look there.
That's it.
I don't know if you remember.
I remember. I saw it, yes.
And he showed the face shot for a long time. That's what got me into the Lorenzo spot.
I love
it. But if you notice, I changed the look from "I'm going to get you" to "we're going to talk."
I love
that type of thing. So
he did the thing on TV. He did the thing.
And I got really lucky, and that's what they used.
I love that.
Beautiful story.
Well, that's a great story, of course. Oh my God, I love it. All right, so let's switch it over to Mr. Dutch Alcott.
Yes,
from SONY. Yeah, and we also have Winnie SM, who just recently joined us at the station. Welcome, Winnie. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right, folks. We have Winnie from Winnie SM and Dutch Alcott from the music group called SONY.
Yes. SONY.
Well, welcome, gentlemen, to the show.
Peace,
we have a full house, so I'm trying to make sure everyone, get their fair share of chirp and shine, of course.
Definitely.
So there's a lot happening with you guys.
A lot, man.
Tell us about SONY.
So basically, we were all doing our solo stuff, which we were all sitting around doing our solo stuff, and everybody separately gets calls, texts, hit-ups, DMs from a manager / mentor by the name of LT. Lyrical Talent is what LT stands for. And
shout out to LT.
Big shout out to LT.
Shout him out,
that's
man.
why we're here right now. Wherever we go, wherever you see us on TV, radio, Instagram, wherever performances, big stages, little ones, wherever, he's the one that's pulling the string. So biggest shout out to LT for that.
Thank God for that.
Definitely.
Nice.
So everybody just got their hit ups about, listen, I'm trying to put this group together, this team together in New York. We need one member from each of the 5 boroughs, and this is how we're gonna plan on uniting. I see the way your head snapped up.
Yeah,
where
are you from?
The Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good idea what LT did, because usually in every borough, they would have a solo group, but instead he's trying to bring back the whole New York together by bringing the 5 boroughs.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke with him last night on the phone, and I was actually very surprised. I didn't know that's the way the group was formed. In fact, you guys were connected through social media.
Yeah,
that's another.
That scenario was
bizarre.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
To be honest, it was strange.
It was strange.
Nobody hit you up out of the blue yo, let's go, let's do this. But it looked like, grace to God, I'm a spiritual person.
Right.
God answered my prayers because, currently right now, I'm still going through a little crisis, and before then I was going through crazy crisis. So thank God for LT.
It'll pass, young
Thank
man.
God for all the members that's formed together, and we just here to turn up straight work, no breaks.
I love that.
Definitely.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, social media. So you guys, so who's representing? All right, so you're representing what
Bronx.
borough? The Bronx. And
Boogie down.
I'm from Queens, New York.
Queens, New York. And we also have another group member who isn't here with us tonight.
Yes.
Smoke.
Shout out to Smoke, man.
Smoke.
Shout out to
Island.
Smoke, Big Smoke from Staten Island.
Staten Island.
What's up, Smoke?
And we'll there's
From
also,
Staten?
No, I have friends who live there.
Got you. Okay.
All right, who's Jake Cardi? Is he?
Yeah, he's also not here at the moment. He's Brooklyn.
He's
from
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
All right, well,
Yeah.
that's where I'm originally from. So
Okay.
Brooklyn in
Which
the
part
house,
of
no
BK you
question. Flatbush, in fact. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, all right. Well, with that, I'd like to play a song by you gentlemen, because you guys are very talented.
Thank you.
Which one we're going to play here right now, Jade? Which one are we playing here? Game on the Line. All right, let's do that. All right, we're going to do that, folks. SONY.
Sounds good.
In the house, Chirp About It Live. Hear this.
Take
Most
it away.
definitely.
Is this loud enough, right?
SONY.
This is loud enough.
Game on the line, you know we bout to shine when the game on the line. We scoring every drive, game on the line. I gotta go for mine, win it every time, ain't no overtime. Game on the line, you know we bout to scamming for everybody. I just on your baby mama. I've been wearing the red designer, so that you can compare to me. Got my mind on the way to ring. Got the choppers and everything. Give it up and I stay with a tool. I might fly all the way to the moon. I just took on 2 sets of twins, yeah. I think I might hit in the beans, yeah. Feel my ice so cold just like the winter. Hit that yacht, it go straight to my liver. Game on the line, you know we bout to shine. When the game on the line, we scoring every drive. Game on the line, I gotta go for mine. Winning every time, ain't no overtime. Game on the line, you know we bout to shine. When the game on the line, we always kicking by S-O-N-Y. The team with the grind, downside to and why put it on the line.
Yeah, Cardi song, I don't think I told you why. Cause my fitty Yankee Navy and my Timbs be flying. Yeah, got this game on lock like with the motor seat. Ain't no need for your screaming dog, your courage cowardly. Grinding every day for the team, I gotta get mine, yeah. I remember days I used to stand online, handing my CD to tourists. Hoping one day I'll get boarded on one of these flights to a record label of importance. Cause the
game on the line, you know we bout to shine. When the game on the line, we scoring every drive. Game on the line, I gotta go for mine. Winning every time, ain't no overtime. Game on the line, you know we bout to shine. When the game on the line, we always kicking by S-O-N-Y. The team with the grind, downside to and why put it on the line.
game on the line, I ain't scared to take the winning shot. I just wanna win, cause where I'm from, you do not win a lot. I've been on the bottom and I had to climb to the top. Tryna pray to God, cause you know a brother sin a lot. But on a different note, I ain't into living broke. You see me, I'm a living goat, and I ain't into risking hope. So every chance I get, I make sure I do my best. And even through all the stress, I don't forget I'm really blessed.
Game on the line, you know we bout to shine. When the game on the line, we scoring every drive. Game on the line, I gotta go for mine. Winning every time, ain't no overtime. Game on the line, you know we bout to shine. When the game on the line, we always kicking by S-O-N-Y. The team with the grind, downside to and why put it on the line.
Triple double when we hit the strip and bubble like chewing gum. What you doing, son? Dutch is the truest one. Who the Judas? Cause if he loose, I'ma screw him up. Moving up in these New York streets, you either move off of hate or you move off peace. And if you lie between, you just food for the feast. Who could it be that's cooler than we? From the boogie down to Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten. S-O-N-Y, we a team full of captains.
Game on the line, you know we bout to shine. When the game on the line, we scoring every drive. Game on the line, I gotta go for mine. Winning every time, ain't no overtime. Game on the line, you know we bout to shine. When the game on the line, we always kicking by S-O-N-Y. The team with the grind, downside to and why put it on the line. S-O-N-Y, game on lock.
Round of applause for these gentlemen. What
Thank
a
you very
hot
much.
song. Game on the line.
S-O-N-Y.
Let me tell you, you see me, I'm just jamming to this.
Yeah.
Man, the rap lyrics are great. The hook is amazing. The song is just smooth,
Definitely.
gentlemen. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. I don't know who was rapping. Who was, there were two rappers on
I wasn't on it.
You weren't on it?
Nah.
So what's the song about?
So the general vibe is just like the best way I can say this is to paint a picture, right?
Okay.
Paint a picture. Let's say you're about to go give a speech in front of a lot of people. Let's say you're about to go play a basketball game, big basketball game. You're about to whatever, you just graduated or something like that. Anything that's like a celebratory thing, but you have to display some sort of talent or grit while you're doing it. So if you're performing anything, if you're the center of attention, if you know, all right, in 3 hours I have to be at this place and all attention is going to be on me, that's the song that you play before you go and do that.
I hear you.
Nah,
Game on the line. You got to get your game on the line. Huh? Is that what it is? I love it.
Makes
man.
sense.
I love it. We're going to play another song by you fellas in just a little bit. Also, I'd like to do something with Ian Bamberger, a collaboration.
Oh, definitely.
Before we end the show. You know, I have all right, so I have a saying from you, a comment from you, because I always like to read about all right, so in fact, let's hold that thought. We have a caller on the line. Hello, Chirp About It. Chirp,
What's
chirp.
up?
Hey, this is LT. Manager.
Oh.
What's going on?
LT.
Welcome, LT. How are you?
I'm blessed. How are y'all?
Oh, we're doing having. Well, why don't you ask the gentleman?
Nah, I'm having a good time.
Clearly, we're blessed also.
Yes, I definitely heard the song that Game on the Line. Definitely go get that Only Cool Kids mixtape on the air right now. Definitely.
Definitely. It's on mixtape. It's on my mixtapes. It's on Dat Piff,
Spinrilla, Audio
Rilla,
Mac.
YouTube.
Get it.
Yes, sir.
And the name of the mixtape, once again, is called Only Cool Kids Listen to Us.
Only cool kids listen to us.
Peer
Yes.
pressure, peer pressure, peer
That's a
pressure.
fact.
You got to be cool.
Hold on. All right, so LT, I was on the phone with you last night. I was on the line with LT last night. And again, he wowed me when he actually told me the way he started the group. And in fact, while we have him on the line, why don't you tell us your version of the story, LT?
Just real briefly, like I said, God gave me a vision of just uniting New York. I'm not from New York. Not born in New York. I'm from down south. Calling actually from Little Rock, Arkansas now, doing work and business here. But definitely, I just had a vision, and God showed me these young gentlemen to reach out, and he led me to the correct people to actually meet up. And here we are, basically, via Instagram and social media. It was the hunger in each one of these guys, Winnie SM, Young Spitter, Dutch Alcott with the real raw bars and lyricism, and the other guys, Smoke, Quad, Jay Cardi, and a few more as well. Just representing all the different boroughs, and God put it together, and here we are today.
Yes, sir.
Love it. Wow. Oh, my God, what a story. I got to tell you, I was really wild by it. I didn't know. I was taken aback, Ian, did you have a question for LT?
Yeah. I mean, so Ian here. What's up, LT?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah. When did this group start?
No, just a couple of months ago at the end of November 2018 is when I reached out. So they've made major moves very quickly. 3 interviews, 2 show bookings, and industry attention with one of their songs, Fuego.
That's right.
So about 3 months now. 3 months or so.
And where can we catch this group next? What club?
That'll be at the Blackthorn in
Queens,
Elmhurst, New York, February 28th.
Blackthorn 51.
I played there a few months ago.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Nah, it's official. I heard it's official over there.
Yeah, man.
You seem excited about that.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's nice?
Oh, I love the bartender there.
Okay.
married.
Okay. You just walked yourself into the danger zone.
I did. I tripped into that. My bad. But yeah,
LT, we'd like to thank you for calling. We're actually going to play Fuego right now.
Thank y'all. Be blessed.
Thank you.
Most definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fuego, SONY.
Yeah. I gotta say, girl, you hot on fire. I gotta say, girl, you hot on fire. Can I say, girl, you got that fire. Let me say, yeah. The truth, no liar. Girl, you hotter than fire. Muy fuego. She got that fire, Muy fuego. Rockin' fire, designer. Muy fuego. She got that fire, yeah. I like my women spicy with a kick to 'em. Educated, kinda street smart. Not too quiet, evil fire breather. Yeah, she like the talk back. Girl, you tight, sexy when you mad. Oh, I like that. Fight back. Let me see you in your bag. Let's do the dash. Go take a flight back. You know this money, this cash. Make it right back. There is no price tag. Fuego, mama lady. Rockin' new designer. Know you won't find it because she too pretty. And she rockin' bundles like more for the price. I gotta say, girl, you hot on fire. I gotta say, girl, you hot on fire. Can I say, girl, you got that fire. Let me say, yeah. The truth, no liar. Muy fuego. Girl, you hotter than fire. Muy fuego. She got that fire, Muy fuego. Rockin' fire, designer. Muy fuego. She throw that fire.
Very fire, muy fuego. She got racks on top of racks, but she single as un peso. Baby, dame un beso. Listen to me, why you wishing upon a star when that's what you are? I could take it farther than what you see on the boulevard. Put it on the coast of desire, the most fire. Pulling up, looking flames, snatching souls like the Ghost Rider. Walking inferno, one that would never burn though. Other girls are commercial, this is what I discern though.
I gotta say, girl, you hot on fire. I gotta say, girl, you hot on fire. Can I say, girl, you got that fire. Let me say, yeah. The truth, no liar.
Now, what a hot song again. Now, this song has been getting a lot of airplay.
Yes, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Which is good here in New York and I guess all over the South.
Definitely.
We're there's some DJs in the South. Shout out to DJ DeMalo. He's one of the DJs in the South who are just helping us push this record all over right now.
I love it. Quickly, what does Fuego mean, by the way?
Oh, that's Spanish for fire.
Fire. Oh, Fuego.
A lot of
New
Yorkers use that lingo.
Fuego?
Yeah, like say for instance, if we see like a
hot chick?
Yeah, like
that's Fuego.
Like,
she's Fuego. I like that.
Like.
Facts.
Well, I got to tell you guys are Fuego, no question. This group, I love what you guys are doing, and I want to have you guys back on the show again.
I would love that.
I would love that, definitely.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have a lot more fun and a lot more time with you guys, no
definitely.
question. With that, before we come to an end, let's do an a cappella duet here with Ian Bamberger and everybody else in the room. What do you say?
I mean, I say start playing and we can see what happens. I can't guarantee anything.
Like an instrumental.
I'm sure you guys want.
I'm sure it'll be Fuego.
Upbeat, happy, or
let's see. Okay.
No, we're gonna change it up now.
Okay.
You don't like it yet?
Yo.
All right, yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, 36 chambers of doom. I'm in the room, throwing darts straight through the hearts of your platoon. Catch me at your local speakeasy. I'm with the goons. 9mm tobacco in a spittoon. Me and another rapper have battled under the moon. Loser had to jump off the terrace, but I'm in your presence. Act fly till 9/11. You get the message. I leave them stressing like touchdowns of interception. Who's batter? I move data like instant message across the cosmos like Thanos. Stay under pressure. You a mad titan. Flash lightning and split your chest up. Rip the gauntlet. That's infinity. I'm beyond it. Woody chase clout, no doubt, cause the boy is corny, but my buzz being lighter than yours is a Toy Story. SONY.
Damn.
What we got, Win?
Every day it's started back over. Look.
Yeah.
Every day it's so frequently. I still remember the past like it's recently. I overthink so much, I keep it secretly. I want time to fly, I'm waiting patiently. Yeah, my distance kept, so my head is high. Outside is so vicious, I don't wanna die. Danger in the zone, got me feeling froze. Now my heart is cold, now please leave a message right at the tone. I don't wanna talk, I just wanna sleep. I want real rights only so I can vent deep. Just speak about life or what's going on. Life is a gamble, sometimes you gotta move on. Funny vibes is not acceptable. I'm just working my way through, just call me flexible. Watching everything, cause it's more than capable. How I feel is how I feel, it ain't replaceable. Let me ask myself a good question. Why do I have so much deep down depression? But now I'm cold-hearted and I don't care. Just let me keep to myself, please don't interfere.
Winnie S-M-S-O-N-Y.
Folks,
that was S-O-N-Y. Win SM.
Nice.
Card. I'd like to thank you, gentlemen, for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
Lorenzo Salazar from The Power. Ian Bamberger.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was fire. I like that. What just happened right there? That was fire. That was Fuego. I'm sorry. That was Fuego. It was Fuego.
Folks, that was our episode of Chirp About It. Please tune in next week. Same time, same place. CityWorldRadio.com. City World Radio Network. Chirp About It Live. Yeah.
Be there.
Yo, what's going on? Y'all listening to Sky's Crescent Radio. And here's what's coming up. On the first Sunday of the month, we have the Poet Podcast with Dale Novella. On the second Sunday of the month, we have the Soul Tree Spotlight with Earlene Steven. And we also have Keeping It Funky with Troy Weeks. On the third Sunday of the month, we have Boozy News with Supreme Bars. And on the fourth Sunday of the month, we have What's Really Good with Jeanette Berry and Clout Dealers with The Label Noir. And every Sunday at 7, we have Can We Not with Evan Combis. Peace.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Hi, Grandma. Can Nina come over for dinner?
Sure. I've been meaning to ask you, what would happen if someone offered you a drink?
Grandma?
If anyone ever does, I want you to say, no, I have too much respect for my family and I don't want to get in trouble.
I promise, Grandma.
They really do hear you. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. That's underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. This message brought to you by SAMHSA and this station.
It's hard to miss a day of work, but it's easy to spread influenza. Stay home if you get sick. It's the flu season. For more information on symptoms and treatment, visit mdhflu.com. Sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Health, aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is Kelsey Grammer. When military service members head into battle, none are expected to face the enemy alone, but many return home and become isolated as they struggle with the visible and invisible wounds of war. It can be difficult knowing how to overcome that challenge and rekindle bonds similar to those formed in the military. Wounded Warrior Project supports these injured veterans through their recoveries by connecting them with fellow warriors and their communities. No one should fight this battle alone. Join us at woundedwarriorproject.org.
It's flu season. You might think you're healthy and don't need a flu shot, but look at it this way. When you get a flu shot, you're protecting not just yourself, but those around you who are vulnerable. A baby, a frail grandparent, a friend in the hospital or nursing home. For them, influenza can be life-threatening. Get a flu shot today. See your doctor or visit mdhflu.com to find a flu clinic near you.
This message from the Minnesota Department of Health.
Yo, what's going on? Y'all listening to Sky's Crescent Radio, and here's what's coming up. On the first Sunday of the month, we have the Poet Podcast with Dale Novella.